I hope to be able to tell you in a few days. A miracle of miracles.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Make sure that you like this video on the way out if you love it. We got some great stuff here today with Glenn Beck. Man, let me tell you something. Grift, gold, greed. This story's got an awful lot of details about this guy people don't see, and he gets millions of dollars on his TV shows. Where's the money, Glenn? How do you get it? Well, I'm going to show you right now.
That we have...
Spit it out, Glenn. I mean, come on. When you look at a situation like this, you know a grift. If it smells like a grift, looks like a grift, it's a grift. Let's get into this interview he walks out on from CNN.
And we've talked about that before. I completely agree with you. And we all do need to be more self-reflective. I do have to ask you, there's this new headline on the Daily Beast saying that your company's in trouble, that you were trying to find a buyer. Is this related to the point about people not...
What a horrible trap that must be. So here's his reaction. Here's the big walkout. You're going to love this.
About people not talking to each other, that if you want to create that media company, there's not interest? What's going on with that?
Talk about being in front of a firing line. So here's his response.
Wow. Brian, thanks a lot. I think that's the most ridiculous question I've ever heard.
Look at the serious look on Stelter's face.
I'm sitting here ready to talk to you about the detaining of children and parents and trying to break families apart, something that has been happening with Janet Reno. That's why it went to the Supreme Court in the first place, with Janet Reno.
Janet Reno.
We want to stop it, and you want to play those games? Have a nice day.
Time to go.
What game did I just play?
Glenn's got to check out. Well, you're going to see a lot of stuff about Glenn. Now, Goldline, the whole Goldline fraud is really, really particularly interesting about Glenn. This was years back, and a bunch of people got sucked into this thing. It was called Goldline. It was in L.A. Check it out.
The Maple Flex, and see how you can purchase it. It comes with all of the benefits offered by
they mark up the
Goldline,
coins,
free shipping,
right?
Same price for credit card, check, or bank wire, and qualifying orders can take advantage of Goldline's unique Price Shield program, which is
Glenn.
Unmatched. Nobody else does this except Goldline.
No one.
So ask them about the new Maple Flex bar from the Royal Canadian Mint and Goldline.
Well, of course it's a Maple Flex bar, and of course you're going to pay 30 to 40% more than you need to pay for coins, according to some of the nonsense that Glenn put out on his own show regarding gold and coins, and here we go.
Based in California is really flying
and here's how they do
in
it.
The gold market right now with the enthusiastic endorsement of Fox television host Glenn Beck and former presidential candidates Mike Huckabee and Fred Thompson.
Oh, really?
But this evening, the Los Angeles District Attorney has announced that he is opening an investigation into that company, which some investors allege have cost them thousands of hard-earned dollars. Chief Investigative Correspondent Brian Ross is here with the story. Brian?
Terry, authorities in California said today they had opened an investigation into a hugely successful company called Goldline. Goldline sells hundreds of millions of dollars worth of gold to American consumers every year, using 2 former presidential candidates and several top personalities at Fox News in its sales pitches.
I mean, how can you deny that they are not using their names to sell this gold?
Thank you for calling Goldline.
Here are the
When
calls.
customers call Goldline, located in this office building in Santa Monica, California, they are assured they are in good hands.
Now, just so you know, Glenn Beck is a client here. He's been with
here
us
we
several
go. There's
years.
the hook.
We've been, working with them. We've been a client of his on Fox News for about 3 years now.
I like to call the 3G system here for this. It's God, gold, and guns.
And give us a break. How about that for another G in there? Let's go.
And Fox News talk show host Glenn Beck makes no secret of his calls to buy gold in troubled economic times, and of his endorsement of Goldline.
You trust the people that I trust are the people
at Goldline, and you can talk to the people on the phone. They're not going to pressure you. It's the right thing for you and your family. You want some insurance.
But they're not going to pressure you.
Trust the people at Goldline.
For your family.
Not so fast, according to the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office and the Santa Monica City Attorney. Goldline and another Santa Monica-based company are now under investigation after more than 100 complaints.
Now, this was a few years back,
but
this really opens up some doors here that we have to ask some questions.
One is that customers say that they were lied to and misled in entering into their purchases of gold coins. And the other group is saying that they received something different than what they had ordered.
Now, you can't deny when someone gets up there and complains about what they get. They mark up the coins, they push you in the coins when you want to buy the bullion, and that is the scam. Here we go.
One of the complaints comes from 63-year-old Joe Kismartin, who lives outside Detroit. Kismartin says what he heard from Glenn Beck and elsewhere on TV about gold and the Goldline Company made a lot of sense.
And this is what really
Give us a call
upsets
today.
me.
They get the commercials on TV, and the way the economy was going,
no excuse for this.
I was just figuring, well, maybe I'll just do it for a little bit and save it for inflation, you know, in case something happens to the economy, where it bottoms out, and I got something to fall back on, gold, rather than have money, lose all my money.
But Kismartin says he ended up losing almost half of the $5,000 he spent with Goldline because, he says, the Goldline salesman pressured him to buy overpriced gold coins, not the gold bullion he had seen in the commercials.
I wanted the gold bullion. I didn't want coins, because I told him I don't want coins. That's when I first told the gentleman I didn't want coins. And he goes, no, it's a good deal, man. We got the good deal on it. I got some special coins here, Swiss coins. They kind of more or less talked me into buying the gold coins.
Now, that is a problem. When you go to a place and they want you to get the coins and not the bullion, look out.
Goldline says it marks up such coins by as much as 35%. And when Kismartin took his coins to a local coin shop a few months later, he was told his $5,000 worth of gold coins from Goldline were worth only about $2,900.
This guy worked hard all his life
a
for that
loss
money.
of some $2,100.
Well, I'm on a fixed income. I only get paid once a month, and it's kind of hurt my pocket real bad.
Income.
You're taking their word that they're going to give you the best deal possible.
Now he's on Social Security.
But it seemed to me like he was just trying to make the best deal possible for him, and not me.
And for Glenn Beck. And this is part of the affinity fraud. You're going to see this in other videos on my channel. I'm going to link it below and get to that towards the end. But here we go. Another complaint in Sacramento.
That she was persuaded to buy $13,000 worth of overpriced Swiss gold coins, each one priced at $250. Goldline told us March should be ahead on her investment. But that's not what she says she found.
I was recently laid off, so I was looking for getting back some of my money, and I found that the most I could get for one of these was about $207 now.
And that's despite the fact the price of gold has almost doubled since she bought the coins 3 years ago.
She should have made her money
really
back twice.
Like I was suckered. I really was, and I really felt like this was a reputable company that I could feel pretty safe with.
The push to get consumers to buy gold coins instead of pure gold bullion is at the heart of Goldline's alleged scheme, according to New York Democratic Congressman Anthony Weiner.
Well, we don't want to really listen to him, do we? But I guess we're going to have to because, you know, he was part of this case and he was involved in it at the time. And I know he's a creepy guy, but he was a part of this whole thing and he did investigate it. So we got to listen to him for a second.
So-called collectible coins. And that's where the ripoff becomes really profound.
Now, look, when you get into a situation where they start to investigate, not only on a state level, federal level, local level, there is a grift going on.
Some angry customers say Goldline invokes Glenn Beck as a way to steer them to their gold coins, citing his frequent warnings that only gold coins are safe from government seizure.
Now, this is part of a huge grift. He starts to tell people that this is the only thing that's safe. Why? Here you go.
Back in 1933, FDR said, okay, we're going to take all your gold, and gee, it's worth $8 an ounce. But some people got smart, and they said, well, wait a minute. I've got antique coins. You can't melt these down. These are antique coins.
That's what Zoanne Mart says she was told by Goldline.
And that would make your investment more secure because the government couldn't come in and take your gold, basically.
So they bamboozled people by telling them the government couldn't take their gold. What is going on here
And
at
that's
the
what
store?
a Goldline salesperson told a researcher for a liberal watchdog group, Media Matters, citing Glenn Beck.
When it comes to holding physical gold, there's a couple concerns our clients have. Are you concerned with what happened in 1933? Glenn Beck talks about this very often.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that.
So Glenn Beck just says, look, they've confiscated bullion before. I want to have what they exempted from confiscation because I don't want them messing with my gold. So they exempted any coins that had a recognized special value to collectors.
In fact, included in the Goldline sales brochure material is a replica of what it says is the 1933 edict from the federal government ordering the seizure of gold.
Well, that's
I
how
love my
they sell it
partnership
to
with
you.
Goldline.
And here's
we've done so many
here's
really
another
cool
sales
things
pitch
over the years, and this is the latest. This is from the Royal Canadian Mint.
Of course it
is the Silver Maple Flex Bar. And the reason why it is a Maple Flex Bar, it has
it's missing
the
a
maple
lot of
leaf
silver
on the back, because this is a bar of silver that has been minted by the Royal Canadian Mint. And it is comprised of 19 little individual bars here that make up 2 ounces of silver. Now, this is something like a credit card. You can keep it in your pocket. You can keep it in the case and
trade it for
keep it in a safe or whatever.
for bullion.
But what this design does is it makes it easy for you to say, if the world breaks down.
Look, if the world breaks down, I think we're going to need a little more than some flexi silver from Canada. Sexy, flexi, who knows? Let's get into some more info about Glenn and Blaze
So I've been
TV.
telling you for a long time that Glenn Beck's site, TheBlaze, is in trouble. That's because I'm good at math, and I know that his numbers don't add up. I'm also in digital media, giving me further context into how preposterous his claims were that he was running a profitable business.
I mean, look, when you start to talk about Glenn Beck and his outrageous taste and everything he was buying and the fact that he bought a plane when he was laying people off of his company, let's go.
Let's look at what he's selling off. Beck's opulent spending
Everything.
habits have been a source of consternation at his media empire. Employees at TheBlaze previously lamented that Beck bought a Maybach sedan and kept his jet, his private jet, which was expensive to operate and maintain, you don't say, amid massive layoffs at the company in 2015.
Look, I have another video on my page that I want you guys to check out about Glenn and his connection to these guys, so I'm going to link that in the bio. Here's more of the grift here. The dark forces, they're at play here. But what you have to realize is this is the same thing that they're doing with Underground Railroad, and it's all connected.
Please pray that happens today.
This is all part of the grift. It's the crying. It's the emotion.
I was informed this morning that to do what we want to do is going to require another $6 million.
What? You are going to need another $6 million on top of the how much, Glenn?
We have raised $35.5 million.
Are you kidding me? Where's the money? Where's an accounting of these funds? And it's related to Operation Underground Rescue? What?
Again, it was like it was at the beginning. We need the money because everyone is saying, when you pull the trigger, I need the money now.
And that's really the thing that's going to twist your wallet open. You're going to get on that phone and you're going to call. Why? Because it's Glenn Beck.
I told my staff, I don't know how to come to you and ask for that.
But let me show you how I'm going to do it.
You have already given so much, and you have already saved so many. I hope to be able to tell you in a few days. A miracle of miracles.
That I'm going to get my jet back and my Maybach back. Give me a break.
Today, I just ask, if you can, please donate to the NazareneFund.org. The NazareneFund.org or Mercury1.org.
From my research about this, you could also look at Kenneth Lynn Packard about the Nazarene Fund and all these people under investigation. This is the zinger right here, guys.
You know, the Quran says you save one person, and it's like you save the whole world.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and tell your friends about this. Send it to a friend out there. Until next time, full send. See you on the next one.